In the studio with Chris and DJ RecBoys Shot. You know we in the stew, in the streets or in the booth. Get in tune, click and view, and get into the interview. Behind the scenes of all your dreams and everyone you listen to. Underground or on the scene, you might catch a gem or two. 845 or worldwide, digital or physical. On the block or in the news, we understand we did it too. Promote yourself or get a budget. Gotta learn the do's and doesn't. Gotta learn when to bet it. If we said it, you could trust it. Cause you're now in the studio with Chris and DJ RecBoys Shot.
What's shaking, my peoples? You already know what it is. DJ RecBoys Shot, the homie Chris in the studio. We back at it. Happy Friday. The weekend is here. Foos, what up? Shout out to the homie Foos. You already know he's in the building. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in, rocking out with us. We got a special show lined up for you tonight. A real dope, super dope guest. I don't know if you guys are on point about who we got or who our special guest is. We've been posting about it, the last couple of days. Doggie Diamonds, he's true. Ooh, he's in the building already. Actually, the homie is in the building. That's what's up. Jeremy, what up? Chris, what up, nigga? Say something, nigga. What's up, man?
My bad. I'm over here, sharing the show and shit. So everybody tuned in, like Shah was talking about, man, we got one of the creators, the innovators of all this, of everything that everybody's taking advantage of as far as podcasting and the interview game, and out here grinding and paving the way and making it possible for people, the small guys like us, to be able to do what we're doing, as far as giving us the know-how and the knowledge to be able to watch somebody like him do it for years. You know what I'm saying? So we're not gonna play no games, man. He's known as the interview king, aka Doggie Diamonds.
Absolutely. But yo, check this out. Make sure you guys check the replay. Blaze 'em Up Radio. You know how we do on that. We got the make sure Saturday night, 8 p.m. And let's not play no games. Let's bring the homie back in. What is shaking? Oh, yeah.
What's going on? I went. So what happened was I just made sure that I did a show with somebody else, and I didn't like the way the camera looked. I still have everything, so I'm just making sure everything is right for y'all. This is new. When I go on people's show that's using StreamYard, it's certain special I got to do. So I realized that. So all right, I'm here. What's up?
Nice.
First and foremost, man, I want to say thank you first of all for even answering back to accept the interview, because to have somebody like you on is really a blessing, man. Real talk.
Well, I've been where you was at, and I remember hitting people up for an interview and then them playing games and me being so angry. So I never wanted to be that person who played games with people. And anytime people acknowledge me and what I do, I'm grateful. Whether you have 10 subscribers, 10,000, 100,000, or 1 million, we still have to have some type of humility in what it is that we do. So it doesn't matter how big I get or the perception of me. I'm still, is whatever, let's get it cracking. That's all I care about. I just want to, I got a lot to talk about. I got a lot of work that I'm doing. So, hey, the more platforms I could get on, the merrier.
Nice. Go ahead, Chris, because listen, me and my partner, we might fight for not question time, because he's from Brooklyn.
Okay.
So yeah, and he's a hip hop head. I'm a little bit older than him.
Okay.
So and I'm from upstate New York. So it's just like, yo, dude, man. First of all, I want to shout you out because a lot of people don't know about Ralph McDaniels.
Oh yeah.
And you always shout him out, and it's dope that you I don't know. I feel like a relic when I say it to the kids today, or even speak on it, because it's rough. Because it's like, damn, nobody there's nothing from that era still relevant to where we can say, yo, this is why we do what we do, or this is a pioneer. This is what got us into hip hop. Because, like you said, you just love the fact that him interviewing. I just like the fact of the footage.
Mm.
Because I'm from upstate New York. It's different when you're there, you're
Mhm.
live in the mix. You DJ'd for Roxanne Shante. You
Mhm.
grew up in the middle of the golden era of hip hop. Like you know everybody.
Was a
So
part
it's
of it.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's like, I don't know, man. It's like, uh, thank you, thank you for being you and doing what you did.
I thank y'all because again, I was just talking about this earlier on my platform with somebody that I interviewed, and I was telling them how it's very important that for this culture to survive, for this culture to thrive, for this culture to move forward, we have to start ushering new people in. We have to start promoting new people. We got to start helping new people. It's not about me. This is not my culture. I'm just a part of it. So if I want this culture to thrive and be here, because one day I'm not gonna want to do this no more. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've been doing it for a very long time, and one day I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm not doing this no more. So who's next? Who else is gonna, step into and fill certain shoes that I stepped in and filled? And I would never say I'm bigger than Ralph because Ralph is still here, still relevant in my opinion. But who's next? Who's the next one? And what I don't like is I feel like a lot of people who's next have been anointed by powers that be, but they didn't put in the work to be next. They're only next
Mm.
because they're such and such, not because they actually really care to do this. Because once this COVID is over and once outside open up, a lot of these podcasts gonna go away. A lot of dudes ain't doing interviews no more. They're gonna go back to doing what they was doing prior to them being stuck in the house and having to do interviews. And I don't like that. So when I speak out about it, people be a little angry with me, like, yo, listen, I don't care because I know a lot of people are just doing it because they can, not because they necessarily want to. And that's what I call a culture vulture. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who really, really loves it and was doing it before it was cool to do. That was me. I remember going around with my camera interviewing people, and people like, "Yo, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "Yo, I'm about to do an interview." They're like, "An interview for what? Like, you're not the source. You're not double XL." No, I'm like, "I know, but I got an idea. I got a plan to do something that's going to be, the new thing that everybody's going to be doing soon." And when I was doing it, I foresaw this day coming, but I didn't foresee the people doing it actually doing it. I didn't think the day would be jumping in the lane, and I really don't like it. You know what I'm saying? If I would be fronting if I say I liked it. And now, if you're a rapper, singer, entertainer, whatever, and you're on YouTube or whatever platform it is, doing media, that's one thing. But when you start trying to do interviews, a lot of them is corny. A lot of them suck. You know what I'm saying? A
Mm.
lot of these dudes can't interview for shit. I don't even mean to curse, but a lot of them is so bad at it. I'm like, so you only got to interview because of who you are, not because of what you are. Not because you're not good. You're not even good at this shit. You just getting it because it's you, and then they help boost your platform because they could help control the narrative too. See me, I'm gonna interview certain people that's not gonna go with the norm. They're gonna talk about some of the people in power positions. These dudes is not gonna interview certain people because they're employed by people, so they can't rock the boat. They say, "Well, I can't do that. I can't do this." Me, I have no allegiances and alliances with nobody, so I'm interviewing not any and everybody, but anybody who has a story that I think is relevant to me and what I'm trying to do. Hey, let's do an interview. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like I've been doing an interview every night since New Year's. Every night,
Dope.
every single night since New Year's. I probably have like 40 new interviews, and I don't even count like the 100 that I got that I never put out, and then like the 200 that I got on tapes that never came out.
That's crazy. I hope you noticed, like, you was ahead of your time, because even when you was doing the come up DVD and the fourth
Mm-hmm.
DVD, if you really think about it, podcasting has took it that far to where at one point it was stripped and it was just audio. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
then they took the element of what you started and then put it with the podcast, and now we got this video podcast. Like, you know what
But
I
there's
mean? I
no
can
such
feel
thing as a video, but there's no such thing as a video podcast. It does
it.
not exist. Once you go on video, it's not a podcast no more. It's a YouTube show.
That's what I wanted to ask
Podcasting,
you.
podcasting is audio only. If
See,
you do
that's
not
exactly.
have the audio on
Mhm.
iTunes, Spotify, or any of these platforms where people listen, you do not have a podcast. You have a YouTube show, which is fine. But stop saying, yo, tune into my podcast. And I say, where could I hear it at? It's on IG. That's not a podcast. That's an Instagram show. So what happened was when the new wave came out, everybody started jumping on it. But again, we're so uneducated in things. And the only reason why I say this is not because I'm mad at what anybody is doing. It's just that when you try to get a certain money, there's money in audio, and then there's money in video, and then there's money in both. I get money from both. So when people be like, yo, I got a podcast, I say, where's that on iTunes? Oh, it ain't on iTunes. Then you don't have a podcast. You have a YouTube show, which is fine. But stop calling it a podcast, because that's like me saying, yo, come to my DJ set. And then you come there and I got two iPhones plugged up. And you like, yo, where the turntables at? Oh, my iPhones is my DJ. And it's like, bro, you are pushing buttons. You're not really a DJ. You know, you don't have Serato, you don't have all these things. You have a damn iPod set up. You can be a DJ from an iPod. You can do that, but you still need certain equipment and it still has to go through certain things. So again, when the popularity came, I see people talking about my podcast and everybody don't know what they're talking about. And if you look on your iPhone, it has an app that said podcast. Now look for video on that.
Right.
Look for video on Look for
That's
video
why-
on your Spotify. Look for video on your Deezer. Look for video on your Stitcher. Look for video on your Castbox. Look on video on your Podbean. Look, see, this is what I'm saying. I'm naming things that nobody knows anything about because they don't know what a podcast is. They keep thinking it's video, and it's not. You have a YouTube show.
You say that though. It's so funny that you say that because we started out audio only, and this was on the internet station. And then our show is how old is our show? 5?
About 5, 6 years.
5, 6 years old. We've been doing video. So and way before Zoom, way before any of this shit, you know, I think we started doing it when they just started doing the live, and we were taping our interviews and then running them live, and we were trying to figure out how do we get it so that we could get live and get the responses back, because we're watching the playback and then answering the people, and it's not fast enough, and we're not talking about what they're asking questions on. So we always felt like we were ahead of our time because, you know, as soon as, like you said, with the pandemic, everybody and their mother is doing this shit. Now, we didn't have a podcast. We've always said we were going to do video. And our thing was to bring back 106 in Park, but with independent artists. You know, and we weren't even going to do interviews. We were just going to give tips on, you know, how to get your music published, how to get gigs, and just play independent artist videos. And then it blossomed into that. And a lot of people couldn't see our vision, but they see it now. You know, and like I was just explaining to my homie, they're on our ass. So, you know, we're never stop taking it to the next level. How did you feel when, like, because you've always had them on your ass. Pause. You've always had them since, you know, when you were doing the DVDs, and then once people were taking your footage and they were doing the World Stars, like, yo, you couldn't even shine and you couldn't even get a web page and go because the powers that be, the money people, saw your idea and had the money to go ahead and do it. And now they're raping you. And it's what kept you.
Well, they think they're raping me because listen. One thing about me,
Well,
I'm gonna find a way to get mine. See, the misconception of some of us is that I've had somebody leave a comment the other day on my Instagram, and they said, "Well, Doggie Diamonds would blow up and he would get on if," and I said, what make you think I'm not on though? Like because I gotta show my jewelry? I gotta show this money that I gotta show my car outside. What is on? On to me is being able to do what I want, say what I want, when I want, and put it out to thousands of people how I want at my discretion. That's on, and get paid for it. Not when somebody tells me to do something, not when I'm on a certain platform, because you name a platform, I've been on there already. I've been on the platform. So again, we base success off of materialism. So if I show my money, if I show my whip outside, if I show, you know, I wear $400 glasses, you know what I'm saying? Like if I gotta show my jewelry, I gotta show my new guns, like what is on? because I
Right.
put myself on and I put others on and I help others, but I put myself on. I am my own boss. I got my own LLC. Everything is in my name. I own, this is what I own. I own myself. Nobody owns me. So when I say on, I'm like, damn, this dude act like he seen my account balance. I never said I was broke. I never said I was destitute. I never even said I was unsuccessful, because success is to me what I want it to be, not what people deem. So he was like, yo, he'll blow up and he'll get on. And I'm like, on like who? Because the last time I checked, everybody's still on YouTube too. It ain't
Mhm.
like they're on some strange, innovative platform. Everybody's on YouTube. And a lot of people who's on YouTube, there's not even under their brand that's on, they're under somebody else's brand. My say Doggy Diamonds TV, just like my LLC say, just like it say behind me, just like everything of me say. It's me, it's my likeness, So what is on? So again, I be laughing when people be like, oh, he'll get on. Like, on with who? So all right. So when I start hobnobbing and being around certain people, I'm on. Don't you know that all these people know who I am? I know all these people personally. It's just that I do things how I do it, how I want to do it. I'm not kissing nobody's ass. I'm not giving up my manhood. And not saying others have done that, but it's a certain narrative that I want to push that I know if I go under certain systems and into certain infrastructures, I can't, you got to dead that.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm about. So when people be like, get on, I'm like, so you still trying to get on in 2020? You put yourself on. I have
Yeah,
people coming.
I'm glad
Look,
that you say that because a lot of people don't understand that type of thinking because it's like, yo, dude, we're way past somebody putting us on, dude. Like who's you're especially at this age, you're a grown ass man. What are you waiting for? What kind of handout could you possibly be waiting for?
well, they're not innovators. They don't see the bigger picture. They still waiting for somebody to come do something. Like in this room is lights. It's a $400 microphone. It's a mixing board. It's a high-tech computer, backdrop, chair. This is all what I paid for. This is so I am on. I can go live every night and have 2,500 to 5,000 people watching me every night of my life. I got millions of views on YouTube, 4 channels with over 100,000 subscribers. 4, two that you know of, Forbes DVD, and Doggy Diamonds TV just hit 200,000, and then 2 other channels that I own. People don't I Digital Soapbox Network. That's another channel, and then I have another one that I don't tell anybody about because when you tell people too much of your business, they start hating. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they don't want to fuck with you
Yeah,
because they know it's
yeah,
you
yeah.
behind it. Yeah, no, we know. Yeah,
Facts.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
so so when I say on, I be like, damn, like I know I got more money than you. I know I make more money than you, and I know I help people. I know I help other people get on. So what is on? So a lot of times I might tweet something, I might say something, I might put something on my gram, and people think sometimes that pertains to me. Nah, it don't pertain to me sometimes. Sometimes I just like to speak for the underdog. I like to speak for the people with no voice. I've never said, listen, man, I'm angry. Yo, nobody listens to me. I don't get no views. I'm mad. I'm broke. I hate everybody. I've never said that. What I did say was it is a lot of fuck shit that go on in this industry that you have to look out for because sometimes people ask me to help them. And I say, I would help you and I want to help you, but look at what's going on over here. So if they're stifling me with certain things, they're trying to tie my hands. How could I help you if my hands is tied when it comes to certain things? So it never has anything to do with me not being in a good position. And that's what, I was like, damn, I don't want people to think that I'm angry, upset all the time because I be smiling, having a good time, having fun. Like I never worked a day of my life. I get paid off my hobby.
No,
I
that's and
really look. Listen. I make 5 figures every month
your hobby. Yeah.
off my hobby. Nice 5 figures every month. And I get money from here. I get money over there. I get money over there. I didn't even shave today. You know what I'm saying? Like I got to shave.
Chilling.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
like I got on a crunch shirt. Like I just got out the gym and had to take a shower. Like I really love life. I enjoy life, but the industry is not kind. And my thing is to warn the people who's coming behind me in here that's going with a false pretense that you're going to do this and you're going to get on. I'm trying to tell everybody, no, control as much as yourself as you can. Now that I built my momentum that I have, and now they come to me for deals. I got a deal with Raycon. I had a deal with Manscaped. You know what I'm saying? Like I could show you all the free stuff that they send me in advertise. I get money off that. So when people be like, on, I got sponsors, I got endorsements, I got paid promotions. What are you talking about on? Because I make more money than you. So you're gonna give me advice on how to get on and you're not on? Like I'm confused. So I'm gonna be on like him, the person who pay for views.
Yeah.
See, there's a lot going on that people don't know behind the scenes that I be laughing at. Like, his views are bored. But again, people's perception is their reality. And I'm not here to try to change your perception. If that's what you think, fine. I'm just gonna sit here and chill. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you think, cool. Think what you want to think, but I know the truth. And I haven't been here since 2006 because I don't know what I'm doing. And if you notice, every year I reach a new milestone. Every year I climb. I've never been on a decline. And I remember people left a comment saying, yo, because sometimes I read comments and it makes me laugh because the uncontested lies start to look like the truth. You know, so you always have to say,
listen, say that again, because a lot of people don't realize. Sometimes you have no choice but to because my saying is fools multiply when wise men stay quiet. And sometimes you just gotta let them hang, and you gotta let the facts be known, because if you stay quiet, then that's what they believe. But go ahead, explain it.
I talked about this on another show. So it's a video on Queen's Flip where he interviewed somebody named Maybach Dice, and he used my footage for something. And I went on there. I was like, "Oh wow, that was my footage." And people came in the comments and I wasn't even mad that he used my footage. He used it for a point of reference. I was cool with that. People came in the comments, "Oh, you mad? You always hating. That's why everybody passed you. You didn't know what you was doing. You slowed down." And I'm like, "Well, that didn't." But I think this was like 2 years ago, and I'm saying to myself, "Well, those comments didn't age well, did they?"
Yeah,
because the last time I checked, I was on national television. I got billboards in Times Square of me. I own a podcast network. I own my company. We just did a deal with Charleston White to bring him to the network. He does a podcast under us. And I own a lot of shows. I do deals, CBS deal, Viacom deal, iHeart deal. But I'm so quiet with it because I let people think what they want to think. I let people, I'm not on, cool. Yeah, just because see what it is. Sometimes you have to fly under the radar. When you fly under the radar, nobody bothers you.
But yeah, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. For being a kid from Brooklyn, I know about the network. I heard about the network. So when I was telling my man that it's like Doggie Diamonds, he little young, probably like 23, 24. And I'm telling him, he's like, who's that? I'm like, yo, I should, like, how you into this music shit and you don't know the history? And that'd be the issue, right? Like, these kids don't know they don't know.
You know what though? I would get a little angry at it, but it's partly my fault because you got to remember I just got on camera 5 years ago.
Right.
I never been on. I wasn't on camera the whole time. I just got on camera in like 2016.
But your voice is distinctive, and you always said Doggie Diamonds TV.
Facts. But you know what though? When it comes to things, again, people only know what's in their face. I've never been a camera hog. My thing was when I interview the artist, push them to the front. I don't want to be on camera. I'll be the voice, but I want you to shine. Then when I realized, hold on, you put your all into everybody, then one day they're just going to go off and do different things, and you got to keep recreating yourself. You got to keep putting your no, you have to brand yourself. So when people started coming into the game and getting different opportunities and getting different things, I'm like, well, I ain't getting that. Then I realized nobody really knows what you look like and know who you are. So I'm like, damn, well, I'm not a halfway bad looking dude. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't out here looking crazy. Get on camera and brand yourself, you know? And then when I got on camera, it became a problem because I encountered a lot of jealousy. Dudes is like, yo, this dude. And I'm like, yo, but when I was hidden for years, pushing you to the front, it was cool. Now I'm the artist. Now it's all about me. And I still share the spotlight with people, but it ain't good enough. And I say, when people can't share your success, they don't want you to have it either. You know what I'm saying? No matter how many people I push to the front, no matter how many videos I shot for people, no matter how many interviews I did, people still be like, yo, fuck that nigga. And I'm like, what did I do wrong? All I do is do my interviews. Like, I don't talk about people. You can never say you see me on YouTube calling nobody out. I don't get involved in none of this mixy stuff because I really clap one of these dudes in their head. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, for real. So I'm not playing with nobody. I'm not playing with nobody. I don't want to play with
talk
nobody.
to him.
I don't want no issues with nobody. I don't want no problems. There's times where I had issues with people who I might have been dead wrong. You know what I do? When they voice their displeasure, I get them on the phone and I'm like, yo, you know what? I didn't understand that. I see what you're saying. I see how you could be bothered by that. I apologize. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go publicly and apologize too, because I was wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? But everybody, like, I'm not playing with nobody. And it became the thing to just go on YouTube and say, yo, I did the interview with the RecBoys, but them niggas is corny because, so it's like, so why did you do the interview?
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's whack. You know what I'm saying? Like me, when people talk shit about me, diss me or whatever, I truly ignore them. I'd be like, yo, you know what? He doesn't understand what they're doing. I don't blackball nobody because I don't believe in that. I don't say nothing. It's just if you ask me about somebody, I just say, yo, I don't fuck with them.
Yeah, that's it.
Why? Like, yo, I don't fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I see them, I might break their ribs, but I'm not going to tell the world that because also you're telling the police. I don't say nothing. I'd be like, yo, all right, cool. I hope, listen, the world is not big. So when you say certain things about me, just remember what you said. Because when I see you, I'm not going to ask you what you said. You already said it.
Yeah, you should already know. Right.
So
you said it before.
but the best thing you could do, yo, just leave me alone. It's people that I don't like. I just don't watch them. I'm not talking bad about you. If you ask me about them, I'd be like, fuck that nigga. But I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody lives rent free in my head. And at the end of it all, I'm happy with everybody who's creating content, is doing real media, creating content and being able to provide for themselves and their family. I'm not mad at nobody for doing that. All I tell people is leave me the fuck alone. Do not invite me to this little cesspool. Like some people hit me up, yo, could I get an interview? I look at their channel and say, nah, I'm not going to be a part of that shit because I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
What goes on over there? I can't be.
That's real.
I can't be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to put me in something and then next thing you know, you're going to have somebody on your channel being disrespectful to me. Why do I come somewhere to be attacked? You know what I'm saying? I'm just minding my fucking business and I just do my, like I said, I don't have the time to be bullshitting and playing with people. So I don't play with nobody. I don't play with nobody's wives, their children, none of that. My job is to do interviews. That's it. My job is not anything else. My job is not to, sometimes I have a little opinion. People want me to do album reviews. I'd be like, I'm not going to review nobody's album. These niggas couldn't take the truth about their album. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time.
Not how you be saying it. You be too raw.
I mean, but listen, how do you say you don't like something in a nice way?
See, no, because I be feeling the same way. And we had the homie Drawzilla on there, and he's like, "Yo, I just don't tell him." I try to give it be his pot, and I be like, "Nah, my nigga. Sometimes you just gotta be like, yo, you gotta be 100 with him. Like a paraplegic is not gonna win the Olympics. Like that's like, and sometimes you gotta tell him. But my thing is this: did you really was it your goal just to do interviews? Because dude, you have an extensive history. Like everybody, no. You laugh, and I don't think the people tuned in understand how deep you go. What up?
Shot, let me break it down real quick. Like this man has interviewed Nipsey. Like you know what I'm saying? Like we can keep on going. Jim Jones, Cameron, like the Dipset at the height of their beef. Like he's one of the guys.
No, fuck all that. Fuck all that.
But I'm saying,
talking about.
He's done all that.
Listen, he calls Foxy Inga. Like, yo, my nigga. Do you understand? Like, do you understand what type of listen, do you understand what type of level you have to be in the hood to be able to refer to Inga, and then niggas be like, nah, no, nigga, that's Inga. It's always gonna be little Inga.
Look, one time, I interviewed her and Nicki Minaj for the Come Up DVD. She didn't want to be in the DVD for some reason. Her and Fendi was going through something, so we had to mirror Nicki's face. But you can hear Foxy voice in there. It's on my channel too. And I hear somebody calling me out the window, and I look out the window and it's English. She like, yo, what's up? Come downstairs. So I go downstairs, holler, like, what's good? She like, yo, you still got that footage? I was like, I never had the footage. I filmed it and then passed the tape and all that. But I've known her since she was like 8, 9 years old. You know what I'm saying?
But
We from the same neighborhood, you know.
that's
So
what I'm saying. But you knew all of them. It's just not her. You knew all of them niggas.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
what made you say, I just want to interview? Like, yo, like, because you, I mean, from what I've done on my research, it seemed like you was just one of the homies that was just in the hood, an OG who was just like, yo, listen, I'm not with the bullshit. Niggas know you keep that thing on you. You know, it is what it is. You run with that crowd. But it's like, yo, my nigga, like, you know all of these niggas. Like, you know, like,
Well, to give you background, I started as a DJ.
I know that, Roxanne.
Then being a music producer, that's
Right.
how they all was in my crib. So I knew all of them because I was making beats. So if you go on my channel right now, Doggie Diamonds TV, you can see Little Kim say, Doggie Diamonds, what's up? You know, we started in your house. Me and Big started in your house. Like I recorded Little Kim first. You know what I'm saying? I recorded Little C's first. Uncle Murder. So many people used to come to my crib, but at this time I'm like 15 with a studio. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a studio. So when I got my bread, instead of me going, getting a car and buying clothes, I was like, yo, I was raised under track masters. So I used to be around them, seeing them in the studio. So when I seen them all the time, I'm like, oh, nah, this is what I want to do. So it went from there. But you got to understand, media, film, music, all of that go hand in hand. So I bought a video camera, and when my group used to perform, I used to want to film all performances and the rehearsal so people could learn how to, because whether you like it or not, when you perform, it's a routine. You have to have a routine. When he rhyme and he's out of breath, you got to know when to back him up. You got to know when to do the ad-lib. So I used to like to watch the tape over and over and say, yo, look right there. He ran out of breath. You got to say that line. Or y'all saying that line together don't sound right. It's no clarity. So from there, I started filming everything. Then from I always loved video music box. You know, so just me knowing the artist, I used to like shout. Like I used to walk around the hood, you know, dudes is throwing snowballs at crackheads. I used to ask chicks crazy questions all the time. I'm talking about this is 19, damn, 90, 91 or something like that. 1991. I'm talking about my video camera had the VHS tape in it. Used to be able to take the tape out the video camera and put it right in the VCR.
Right. Nice,
Yeah, that's what I had. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
So I've always had a camera. So just I never liked my voice. I never even like pictures. I don't like pictures. I don't like my voice. I don't even like being on camera. I just don't like it, you know. But again, for business purposes, I've learned to adapt to it. I learned to realize, yo, your voice is different. You don't sound like everybody else. Nobody sounds like you, you know. So you learn to love certain things about yourself, and you learn to embrace stuff. And again, my thing is, for this culture to thrive, y'all are needed. 50,000 of y'all are needed. Everybody can do the same thing, but not do the same thing, if that makes any sense.
No,
And
absolutely.
it has to be a respect level. Like if y'all interview somebody and I saw your interview, I'm supposed to say, yo, in the RecBoys interview, you said dudes don't be doing that. They be acting like this the first time we heard this and I'm breaking the news. And I'm like, nah, you can't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's not good journalism. So for example, I had Petey Crack in the projects. When you see my interview with Petey Crack, he's in the projects where I was staying on one of my cribs at the time. So I brought him to the projects because it was local. Like, yo, just come here. So we recorded. And he says, yo, and Jay-Z heard Cameron on One for Petey remix and deleted him right off the song. That was my title. 2 months later, you see go on Vlad TV and it says Jay-Z heard, but he never said, yo, in Doggie Diamond's interview, you said, my interview had hundreds of thousands of views, so you can't say you didn't see it. And what made you bring up that narrative? Because you saw it on me. So what they try to do is they try to say, oh, I didn't see it. I didn't watch him. You're a fucking liar. You know what I'm saying? You're a liar. So me as a journalist or somebody, it's nothing wrong. Like it's a dude on YouTube who I guess he don't like me or whatever. He made videos being disrespectful to me. I never even responded to him or none of that. But when I interviewed Mike DeLorean, the first thing I said was, yo, in this interview with such and such, I said his name first because Mike DeLorean didn't come to me just out of the blue. It was an interview that he did with Dude, and then somebody reached out to me, and I watched the interview that he did with Dude. So it doesn't hurt to reference him. It's not gonna hurt my brand. So what happens is now we're watching each other and saying, fuck that nigga, I'm outdo him. I'm like, all right, let's look. Everybody's on StreamYard or Zoom or Melon or well, I ain't gonna name. Yeah, I ain't gonna name all of them because I'm giving them light and Mel. Hold on, Melon. What's up with y'all, man? We were supposed to do a See, that was another thing. Melon.
Yo, you fuck with Melon? Now that listen. Now that I got you, don't start talking my talk.
No, listen. No, but this is what I'm trying to tell you.
All right.
This is what I did. This is what I did. Melon is the competitor to StreamYard, right?
Absolutely.
So what I did to Melon was I hit them and said, listen, I don't know if I'm gonna use y'all StreamYard, but I know I ain't paying. I'm not paying. I got this amount at this particular time. I said, yo, I got 170,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm using one of y'all, but I ain't paying. So somebody gonna let me be a brand ambassador and give it to me for free, and I promote it. Melon ended up biting it. I don't know if I never used it, which was my bad, and I think but I had the paperwork, I signed it. So when I went to try to sign on one day, all my privileges was gone. But I know if I send an email, I get them back. But Melon had did a situation with me, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying about using leverage. People don't understand me. Yo, I get deals with I be hitting them up. Yo, look, I'm such and such. I did such and such, because the proof is in the pudding. So when people be like, get on, I'm like, yo, you know how much free shit I get? You know, the stuff you be looking at, I don't even pay. Y'all be paying $40 a month. It be free $99 for me. Why? Because I'm going to bring money to it. So I made myself valuable. Other people be looking like, oh, and I'll be like, yo, you don't even know what you're talking about. This hat was free. This hat was free. This shirt was free, even though it was a crunch shirt. Everything I wear is free. I can show you about 200 snapbacks. I didn't pay for none of them. People send me their stuff. I wear their stuff. I became a walking billboard. Every t-shirt you see me with is free. Every outfit you see me with is free because I became a walking billboard. I made myself a commodity where I'm valuable. And if I wear your stuff, people is going to ask. I'm working out something with Versace right now. But these are Ray-Bans though, but I'm working out something with Shades right now.
Yeah,
people don't understand.
That's definitely a brand.
Because you always got shades, so I'm surprised.
Yo, these lights is bright as hell. So that's what I be telling people, like, yo, why you always got on shades? Yo, these lights is bright. These lights will kill your eyes. You know what I'm saying? I got I was gonna say the brand of the lights, but they didn't pay me. But I had professional lights. Like one day, one day, I'm gonna show y'all the lights. You know what I'm saying? And everything I do, I try to get endorsement from or sponsorship because again, we have to have value in ourselves. Don't ever let nobody think that they're doing you a favor. No, I'm doing you a favor because as my audience build and I say I got this, people are gonna go because a lot of people hit me every day and say, "What's your setup?" And I'm like, "Well, damn, I'm about to." So right now, what I'm about to do, I'm about to sell product for somebody that I don't get no PC offer. I can't tell you my setup. Even when people say, yo, how you lose weight? Sometimes somebody asked me the other day how I lost weight. And I wrote this whole thing and I'm like, damn, why would I give this away? I have to sell this. Like, I can't just give this all away. Like, I bust my ass and I spent money
and you bought it.
On good food. Yeah. So again, if you really want the information, you're willing to pay for it. Just like some people say, yo, how you get subscribers? I say, damn, well, I wonder if I teach a master class, who would sign up for it? Because this is one thing with me. I don't drink. I don't smoke. All I do is study. All the graphics you see, everything you see, I'd create. You know what I'm saying? Like if I go to this screen right here, everything you see, I create. Everything you see on my screen. You know what I'm saying? I do promo for people. Every last thing on the screen.
That's what I'm talking about. He got all that shit laid out. Yo, listen.
Everything. You know what I'm saying?
You just upped our level. Like just by putting that on there because this is how your show be. So it's like
this is what I'm saying. This is how my show look. Everything, even I'm interviewing Camila later from 702. So this is the show. It's already ready. 9:30, Mila, I go right into Skype, sign her in. My commercials is in here. Everything is in here. You know what I'm saying? Everything
Nah,
is in here. So, I'm just changing screens. I actually produce my show. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying clicking buttons. So again, I'm not going to be here when I could be busting some chick ass. I could be somewhere smoking. I could be drinking. I could be just outside standing in front of the store with a cup like the rest of these bums. No, I be in the crib brainstorming and putting stuff together and finding new ways to get bread and put my plays together. You know what I'm saying? So that's the other thing that people don't understand. Like, it takes a lot to make a lot of this happen. Yeah, I make it look easy, but y'all know setting up this stream yard and making
yo,
sure these
listen.
graphics, it ain't no joke.
Not only that, people think it's just a hit of a button, and like, yo, listen, it takes a lot to make this look like how it looks right now, and how things move, and how people pop in and out. It's not nothing to where anybody can do it. But my thing is, homie, you were so far ahead of your time,
Mhm.
and then like, yo, dude, this is like you could tell that you were on your nerd shit because you had all the opportunities to do other things. Not only that, like, it's like, yo, dude, you walked around with your camera, and me and my homie, we do a lot of stuff together, like brainstorming. We do the video conferencing just to kick it. You get what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So we're watching your video, and we're watching how you were just saying, like, yo, listen, I have the camera, so I'm just out and about. I could get these niggas interviews. So it was like, I want to know personally, what made it click for you to be like, yo, hold on, I'm in tune with all these niggas. Everybody wants to know what's up with these niggas, and I already got the plug. What made 2 + 2 = 4 for you? Because, hold on, because for us, it was just like, we ended up not losing all of our artists, but the music part had went south for us. So we're like, how are we going to
Like
keep?
everybody. With
Well,
everybody.
how are we going to keep relevant? Because we've had too much money put into this, and I was already on FM radio doing the show, and so I'm like, yo, my partner was like, you, Lil, listen, I don't want to be on TV, I don't want to be on my voice,
I think
but
that's the
I'm like,
Brooklyn thing in us, though, right?
Yeah, yeah. Because
no, no, no,
you know why?
absolutely,
No, I'm gonna tell you why, right? At one point I was like, nah, I can't be having people running up to me like, "What's up, man?" I'm gonna end up punching
Right.
somebody in their face. You know what I'm saying? So it was a certain anonymity that I wanted because I'm like, nah, I ain't trying to have people run up on me talking to me. Like, so it's funny, right? My shades is something that I wear on camera, but if you see me on the street, I never have on shades. So my actual face is my disguise.
Mhm.
Because when I
nice,
don't have on shades, you don't recognize me.
yo, nice,
You know
nice,
what I'm
nice.
saying? So
Yeah,
I sometimes I experiment. I have my shades with me, and I say I'm gonna put them on. As soon as I put them on, everybody be like, "Yo, what's up?" But when I'm walking around regular, nobody recognizes me, and it's a freedom in that because at the same time, I love. I appreciate the fact that people like what I do, but I can't listen to your mixtape. I can't follow you on the gram. It's just not enough time. Not enough time in the day, man. Like, for real, I just can't do it because I'm so big. Like whether people like it or not, even though I do interviews, I'm an artist too.
Right.
As you can see, I'm an artist. Look at all the stuff I do.
yeah,
I gotta edit. I do all my own editing. I do all my own graphics. Like, I'm in Photoshop right now. Hold on. This is hold on. Let me do screen share. This is what I'm doing. This is what I did for Mila from 702. So I had to do this promo picture for her. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot that I have to do to make a lot happen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in here doing graphics, and it's not that I don't have help. It's not that nobody can't do it for me or with me. I don't want to depend on nobody. I need it done when I need it done. And
Right.
I work every day, all day. And nobody, I don't want nobody to be able to second fiddle me and say, yo, I'm going to get to it later. Yo, I ain't do it yet. No, I need it now. And the fact that I know how to do it now, I could do it right now. I could pull up Sony Vegas. I could pull up, and this is look, if I share the screen, this is the actual artwork for later. You know what I'm saying? This is what it looks like on the YouTube, and it's going live at 9:30. You know what I'm saying? So this is how real it is. So I was looking at it in paint. So this is the thumbnail. So I make the thumbnail like I be in here again, man.
nah,
I be
you
in
on
here.
it. No, yo,
Yeah.
listen, you preaching to the choir because
Yeah, I'm
I
not
handled
playing,
this
man.
part. Yeah, no, I handled this part of us like because my partner hit me up. He was like, "Yo, everybody was telling me they liked the look of the last show. You hooked it up for Doggie?" And I'm like, "Yo, you know I got you." So I threw it on there. He was like, "Yo, dope. That's what I'm talking about." So he was like,
Cause
"Yo, take it down."
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it, right? And I'm like, yo, we gotta have it right for the guy who paved the way for us. Like, we can't bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just had the
Now
hump. You
look, I
might
just
know,
put borders. Look, I just put
I
borders
know.
around my look.
right?
Yo, you started. You started right
That's
now,
what I'm
Doggie.
saying. Like I could
Doggie. You
right
started right
mid show.
now. Yo,
Like
listen.
mid show. I could make my screen blend in with y'all's like mid
Listen,
show.
you know I'm gonna ask you what you running with over there. You already
Nah,
know because I
they
handle the
they
tech.
didn't pay him. They ain't
They
pay
ain't
him. That's
pay
what
me.
I'm saying.
Right,
Yeah.
yo, listen,
They ain't pay me.
and I'm gonna tell you straight jacket. Yo, listen, I'm not getting paid, and I'm just gonna put this out there. But I got all of them. I got VMix, Wirecast. Like we don't play no games. Like there's like, and I know all of them. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like,
Let me
I,
let me
go
ask you
ahead,
this.
Chris.
Let me take you all the way back. What makes you decide not to want to DJ and produce and go into the interviewing and the come up DVD and the full? Because a lot of people don't know. Like, you started that shit with these names that I just named. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And like, what makes you say, yo, fuck it, I'm not gonna do the music no more, and I'm gonna go this route and give people a platform to be heard?
I had a group, and the group end up disbanding, and I just had all these beats, and I was just by myself. And I was like, damn, like I got all this music. I need a way in the industry. I know all these people, but I need a way in the industry to make myself a household name. And then when I get up on people, I could interview them and say, by the way, I got these beats. You know what I'm saying? So that was the thing, because I still got the music. The music is the easy part. Like that's like really, really second nature for me. Like honestly, the music is the easiest thing for me to do. You know, it's just that a lot of times that I'm ready. This year I plan on putting out an instrumental album. You know what I'm saying? It's called I Hate Rappers. You know,
Ooh,
and it's an instrumental
ooh.
album. The artwork has been done since 2014. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, the artwork has been done. I'm trying to find it for y'all right now. The artwork has been done since 2014. And I'm
Why that
finally
name
gonna,
though, King? Why that name?
because it's called I Hate Rappers, because it's an instrumental album. So I don't want nobody rapping on my beats. So it's called I Hate Rappers. You know, plus I really do hate rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like I really do. Like rappers is some of the most disloyal bullshit ass people you could ever encounter. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like look how many rappers that say, yeah, I'm gonna do your interview, I'm gonna be there, and then they don't show up. You know what I'm saying? So rappers,
So you tell a nigga he can rhyme, and he get to thinking he can walk on water. Um,
look. So look, this is the thing. This is and I'm gonna show you the yeah, this is it. It's called I Hate Rappers. This is I could actually show you the metadata from this. Hold on one second. Oh no, I don't want that to look like that. But I'm gonna show you the actual metadata from it so you can see that I'm not playing. Hold on, properties.
all right, while you getting that up, what's your
One second.
feelings on?
Look, see, look. So you can look at the date. The date is this is Tuesday, January 8th, 2014, that this was created.
Damn,
This is when I
yeah.
created that artwork. You know what I'm saying? So this is that old. So when people see when people see that come out, I don't want people to think, oh, he just decided to do that. No, that been in the works since 2014. So what's
Yeah.
my feelings on who?
Vlad.
I don't really got no feelings on him. Like, you
I
know,
mean, all right. Let me be a little bit more because my first encounter with Vlad was a DJ. You get what I'm saying? And I'm a DJ, so I kind of got he's decent. I rocked with him. Then when he started doing
he's actually a DJ though on the turntable.
well, I mean, he did blends. He got blends mixtapes. No. He got a nice little series.
Was it him by himself or was it him, Dirty Harry?
Team. It's a team. It's a whole team. Well. See. Well, I mean, my thing is this: I got the finished product, and I didn't know at the time how it was going down, but later on I found out. But
Whatever works.
yeah, pretty much. My thing is this: I didn't understand where he was coming from with the interview thing, and my thing, the reason why I asked about Vlad is because I'm leading the Fat Joe, because now these are people who started because of it seemed like everybody was doing it. Do you feel that a lot of things were done because everybody was doing it, especially when it comes to
Dudes
with.
were bored. They were bored. They were in the house because they couldn't go nowhere because of COVID. They would go live. Somebody would jump on a live, and from there they thought they were interviewers. Period. Again, when COVID is over and they could go back outside and they could move around a certain way, a lot of this stuff is going to be done. Period. They're not going to continue. I'm still going to be here. I'm still going to be doing my interviews. I'm still going to be adding on. So again, I let the people decide a lot of stuff, and again, people are easily fooled. People are easily encouraged because it gets pushed through. You know, if Fat Joe got a show on Revolt, who's not gonna watch it? You almost forced to watch it. It's
Well,
on national television.
I mean, me personally, I don't watch a lot of other people's stuff because I felt like what we were doing was different from everybody else, and I didn't want to see nobody else that might be trying to do what we were doing. But my thing is, it's different when it's coming from you because it's like, yo, dude, like you seen this with the
Well, Fat
DVD.
Joe told me he never heard of me before.
Good.
Really?
For real?
Wait, ain't
That's
he
it.
on some of the DVDs though? This is what I'm saying. Ain't he part of some of the DVDs?
I'm telling you, he told me he never heard of me before. I'm dead serious. He told me that, and I was like, "Yo, you lying?"
Yeah, that's crazy.
But you know, it's like this again. I don't give a fuck about these niggas, man. Like I don't look at men and be like, "Yo, I'm mad or I'm bothered." Like I don't like. I be just too busy doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I know they know who I am. I know they know. That's the oldest trick in the industry, to do something that somebody's doing, and then when somebody call you out for doing it, you say, "I didn't even heard of him before. I did this because I made this up." You're lying, and the whole world knows it. So it's not my place. Listen, what I'm saying to you, right? Again, I'm not rich. I don't have as much money as some of these guys have. I don't even have as much prestige and fame as some of these guys have. But I'm not fucked up in the game, and I'm not going to operate from a place where I'm not doing well. I have my health, I have my mental health, I have my physical health. My bills is paid. I just paid I owe one credit card for like 6 racks, and I'm about to put like 5 racks on it. I'm supposed to do it yesterday. And I'm done. I don't even have no debt no more. Like, people don't understand. And I got thousands in credit. I'm talking about 6 figures in credit, and all my shit is on zero. So if I wanted to right now, I can buy whatever I want because I can afford it. So I never want to make it seem like I'm angry because I'm not doing well. Because people confuse when you talk about the industry and you talk about the culture, they be like, broke at, because I mean, I see stuff. I see stuff, I hear stuff, and I hear people saying broke ass nigga or these bums, and I'm like, well, who's a fucking bum and who's broke? Like I never, how do we talk about money? Like, why are we talking about money? You know, because money don't even really have no real value. Like, you can't value somebody by their money, you know. So my value when the girl on OnlyFans holding her pussy lips open is this, we got the same value, you know what I'm saying? Or the dude, it's not the same, you know what I'm saying? Or the dude that's running around acting like an asshole on IG for likes, and we hold the same values. No, we don't. So stop saying broke in money, because that's a cop out a lot of times for skill. Because a lot of times when it comes to skill, people are like, well, I got more money. What does that have to do with talent? Money and talent have nothing to do with each other. And again, if you wasn't who you were, would you be in this position? So don't get cute. Don't get cute, and don't start believing that because you're in a certain position that you're actually good. But then again, if you're on national television and people are watching you, who am I to say you're not good? Shit, I remember when Fetty Wap first came. I interviewed Fetty Wap, and you know, without putting his business out there, he paid me. You know what I'm saying? I remember him playing Trap Queen for me, and I was like, this kid is in trouble. This is horrible. Oh my God. 2 weeks later, he was #1 on Billboard. So what do I know?
Right.
And I remember interviewing Dave East first. And Dave East came through, And I'm like, yo, this dude is nice. He gonna blow up. He ain't blow up the way I thought he was gonna blow up. He's a household name to a certain extent. Everybody know who he is to a certain extent, but not everybody knows his music the way I thought they was gonna know it. So what the fuck do I know? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times I just sit there quiet. And what I learned to do was when y'all ask me, I answer. But I don't offer information because honestly, I don't care. I don't want to think nobody is hating, and I don't want nobody to think that I said something about them and then they want a confrontation with me because I'm telling you, I'm gonna kill somebody or I'm gonna fuck one of these dudes up. You know what I'm saying? Honestly. So I just leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not criticizing you because I want a problem. Sometimes I am critical because I want you to be better. I want you to be dope. Yo, I remember a conversation when Taxstone when we had our little thing, and I remember us getting on the phone, and I remember me saying to him, "Yo, bro, reason why I'm critical of you because you got an opportunity that I didn't get. Like you got an opportunity, you might not even deserve the damn opportunity, but you got it. Don't blow it, bro. You from Brooklyn. You represent the town. We from the same town. So I'm gonna have to be on your side because of Brooklyn. You know, Brooklyn, we stick together to a certain extent, but don't blow it, bro. Don't blow it. And that's what I was mad at him for because I felt like, well, damn, you got this, and I paved the way, but they gave it to you. So don't fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? Don't blow it. But then again, when some people don't earn it, they also don't respect it. You know what I'm saying? For example, if we go tonight to Crown Fried Chicken and they give us the leftover chicken wings and they nasty, we'll throw them away. But if I paid $20 for them chicken wings, I ain't gonna just throw them away because I'm not throwing away my money. I'm gonna put ketchup on it, hot sauce, refry them, bake them, anything I have to do.
Yeah, you're gonna figure it out. Yeah.
Figure it out. But sometimes when things are given to people and they don't earn it, they also don't respect it. So that's why sometimes when I see people and they got this thing, and I'm like, well, how the hell did he get that? Oh, because he's such and such, not because he earned it, not because he's even good at it, because they gave it to him. Then I'd be like, yo, he not going to respect it. He don't really care about it. So that's when they do a bullshit half-ass job and nobody say, yo, when you going to get better at this? Because they be like, well, I'm getting money. Like, but yeah, that don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like it,
Yeah,
like,
right.
You're
it's
right.
like, listen,
Let me
Chris,
let me ask you this.
look,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
bum, a homeless person gets money. So what are you talking? A homeless person might make more money than all of us.
Yeah.
They might make a buck $200 a day. Real talk. That's a
Nah,
lot of money. Tax
yeah.
free. So when you start talking this, well, I'm getting to the bag and I'm getting money. I'm like, well, that's like when niggas be we outside. I'm like, well, so is stray cats. Like, what the fuck? There ain't no prize for being outside. Like, it's stray
And
cats
motherfuckers been
outside.
outside. Motherfuckers
What are
been
you
outside.
doing outside
Right.
though? We outside doing what? You ain't doing nothing constructive. But go ahead, ask your question, bro.
Let me ask you this, because all too often I reach out to people and they're like, yo, you got to pay for this and pay for that for as far as interviews, and I'm like, yo, you know what, you bugging. But then as we grow 5 years, 6 years down the line, it's funny how they start hitting us up. Like, yo, can we
They
get a
wanted you to
show?
pay them.
Yeah, that's the fucked up
Oh
part.
no,
When we
no,
was
no,
no, but that's
no,
what I'm trying to
no,
say. Like when we first started,
no.
they was like, yo, you got to pay, and I'm telling Shot, I'm like, yo, I'm not paying. I'm like, first of all, I know them. I could just take a flight because I'm in Florida. I'm like, I'll run down on them. My Brooklyn mentality kicking. I run down on them and I make, you know what I mean? That's not a problem. But then I start thinking, and then as years go on, now they hitting me, and I'm like, yo, fuck out of here. Did you ever encounter anything like that on your journey?
No, that's the only thing I am thankful for many people I requested interview for. I've always gotten it. I am thankful for that because you got to remember at one point I was one of the only platforms. So if you wasn't
Right.
doing my shit,
You wasn't on.
you
Yeah.
wasn't
Yeah.
doing nothing. Now they get a little cute and they think they don't have to do my platform because I so-called have competitors. As long as it's a good interview, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really have too many people on my bucket list that I want to interview anymore anyway. Truthfully, I've interviewed everybody who I want to interview. Um, Only person that I want to interview that I never interviewed is 50 Cent. And I don't know if that'll ever happen. But other than that, I don't really care to interview Jay-Z. I don't like, even though I'm from Brooklyn, I don't care about that. I want to interview 50 only because I like his mind and I want to spar with him on a different plane, because what I want people to know about me, intelligence is gangster. I don't care what I did in the street. I don't care how many times I got stabbed, who I shot at, that gun that I got over, that non-Beretta I really got over there. I don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? I want to meet up here. Let's battle in here, and let's give these people something to grow on. Let's give these people certain information. That's what I like. And I think 50 is sharp. So I would like to mentally spar with him and ask him questions that he never got asked before. You know, because he gets the same questions over and over and over. And when you get the same questions, all you gotta do is format the answer, and you just already know. You give everybody the same generic answer. You know, that's why when you see me interview somebody, I might ask them some shit, and you'd be like, "Well, what the hell made him ask him that?" Because I got to take this somewhere else. First of all, I never wrote a question down. Never. When I'm about to interview somebody, a lot of times I have no idea what we're about to talk about. I have an outline in my head. I got a premise. I even know when the interview is going to end. I don't even look at the time. And when I used to do interviews at CBS, my camera crew used to always say, "Yo, you realize you're in your interviews at the same time and you don't even know it?" Yo, I've been doing this for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like I know, all right, it's time to wrap this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like I done got everything out of you that I needed. Like, because I'm not gonna start here asking you what's your favorite color or where you see yourself in 5 years. No, this is over. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but so it's not too many people who tell me no. And when they do tell me no, or the only thing I don't forgive is if you stand me up. I do not forgive you. If I book an interview with you and we set a day and time and you just don't show up, it's over. I do not forget. There is no, yo, let's redo it. Nope. I'm respect. You have to tell me ahead of time, yo, bro, I can't make it tomorrow. Even early in that day. On the 18th, like what I do, I say, give me to 7:10. Because I knew I was going to be a little late. I had to go to Vitamin Shop and get some supplements. So when I was leaving Vitamin Shop, I'm like, damn, I'm going to be a little late. I have the common courtesy to hit you and say, yo, 7:10, because I still got it. I ain't going to come out the gym, sit here and act like I don't stink and sweaty. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I got to go hit that water. Then I'm going to be able to do my 1-2 with you. But I want to at least give you the common courtesy to say, yo, start the show. I'll be there in 10 minutes. But see, again, me being on this side and your side, all we ask for is common courtesy. So when people don't give me that, I'm like, oh, he don't respect me. You know what I'm saying? You don't respect me. You don't respect my brand. You don't need to be on it. You know what I'm saying? So when people be trying to apologize, yo, bro, nah, fuck you. And that shit don't never go away either.
Yeah, one other thing I learned too, and I just learned this today actually. And the reason I'm gonna bring it up is because we got him on the show next week. I heard in the interview. I forgot what interview it was. You was the first one to interview Cortez, the battle rapper.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yes, first person to ever interview him. First person. I was in Brooklyn, right on Hall and Hall between DeKalb and Lafayette. And this was 2008. It was in black and white.
Mm.
It was in black and white. I was the first person. This is shit. I think he might have had a Rock La Familia deal that he just got out of or whatever. He wasn't really doing URL. He did was doing Fight Club at the time. You know what I'm saying? He did Fight Club. Yeah, I was the first person to ever interview him. I interviewed a lot of people first, you know, and like I said, for me, I never forget you. We create moments and I always respect those moments. You know, your first interview, your last interview, every interview with me and somebody, to me, is special. We sat down, we kicked it for an hour. I always respect you. So when I start feeling like I'm not getting a certain respect from you, or what is that shit about? Is it personal? You know what I'm saying? Because if you're gonna make it personal, I'm going to be extreme. I always tell people, listen, I'm not an enemy you want. I'm going to be very, very extreme, and nobody could tell me how to fight. That's why I ignore people. I just be like, he don't even understand. You know what I'm saying? Or she don't even understand that. I'm not gonna lightly punch you. I'm not gonna jab you. I'm gonna try to knock your head off, whether it's verbally, physically, or whatever. And a lot of times it don't even call for that. So I just be like, yo, whatever. Certain person could be having a bad day. You know what I'm saying? Because when I see a lot of these people, I don't see that energy in person. I don't never see that energy. I see it
Yeah,
online. I see it online.
yeah,
I see it in tweets. I say that, but I done been to every event. Ask them how many people I be with
yeah.
by myself everywhere.
Yeah, I hear that a lot too. A lot of people tell me, yo, he be popping up Dolo. Because we from the same, I'm from Bed-Stuy. I'm from over there
Yeah, come on,
by
man.
Myrtle Ave and, over that way. But it's not too far away. You know what I'm saying? So a
My
lot of
fa-
people
my
tell me,
my people
yeah,
from Marcy, like I said, I can't even
right,
mention certain dudes' name.
right.
I can't even mention my family name on in public. But dude,
Right.
like I said, I don't me. And let's clarify something. I don't want no beef and problems with nobody. I want everybody to be prosperous. When it was your turn to shine, I was a part of helping you shine.
Mhm.
I was a part of that. I wanted it for you. So if it's my turn, why you don't want from me what I wanted from you?
Yeah,
What I wanted for you.
you would have never interviewed them or gave them the spotlight if you didn't want them to win. Let
This
me
is
ask you
what
this
I'm saying.
real
Uh-huh.
quick before we let you go. What's one interview? Because everybody brings up the Max B interview. I see a lot of them.
Yeah.
What's one interview for you that you say, yo, damn, I'll never ever forget that? You probably never forget none of yours, but what's one that is for you is like, yo, best one I ever did?
I'm gonna give you my top 3 favorite interviews I did. Number 1, it's not even the Max B interview though.
I
All
figured it
right.
wasn't. I figured it wasn't.
It's not the Max B interview. My favorite interview that I did was one Tragedy Gaddafi interview I did because Trag is my favorite rapper from Queensbridge.
Yeah.
Ali Vegas is my favorite interview. I got 5
Really?
million. I got 5 million views off that. Why the fuck
But
wouldn't that be mine?
is that why? But is that why it's your favorite though? Is that why it's your favorite?
Shit made me rich, man. Like
Oh,
this.
yeah. Well.
Listen. Reason why it was my favorite because it was the first time that we spoke about something taboo in the industry about these fun boys.
Okay, I got
That
you.
was the grand opening of. Hold on, they doing that in the industry. Then Terry Crews come out. Yeah, he walked up to me and grabbed my junk. But Ali Vegas said in the interview, yo, they walk up to you, they grab your jump, and people's like, oh, he lying. That don't happen. So it took a big actor to solidify. So whenever I say something or one of my guests say something, it always look like it's a lie because of, people look at my platform, but then somebody validate it and vindicate you. So you be like, see, we told you. So the Ali Vegas is my favorite. My Chris Gotti interview is very slept on. I love my Chris Gotti interview. If y'all
I'm gonna
get a
have to go
chance,
back and watch that one. Yeah,
yo,
no.
that's
Um,
I
I like
always
the guys. I like the guys.
yeah, I
The guys.
always go back and push that interview. The reason why I like the Chris Gotti interview is because this guy's a part of a company that sold like 100 million records. So he knows a little something about the music industry.
Yeah.
So I think his information, his jewels is invaluable. You know what I'm saying? So anytime I do an interview and somebody was dropping it, be like, yo, nah, y'all gotta hear this. But sometimes it's not sensationalized enough. So people would go past people's head. And my other one is I just did a J.O. Felony interview. I love that interview. You know what I'm saying? That's like one of my favorite interviews because I like when somebody is raw, but there's so many. I did a Spider Loke interview that I love. I love the Tripe Gangster interview I did. Damn, man, it's so man. I just love the Rod Digger interview that I just did.
Yeah,
But
Yeah,
all
that's
your
dope. Yeah,
raw.
the Evil D interview I just did 3 hours of just talking about beats. Oh my god, that's my baby. Oh, and the other person that I want to interview really really bad is Just Blaze. Just Blaze, any producer, Just Blaze, Alchemist, Showbiz. I did a Pete Rock interview. I did a Grap Lover interview that was dope. Pete Rock brother. I love any interview where we talk about beats. I love that because that's that's my core. Even DJing, But tonight I'm interviewing an R&B singer, Mila from the group 702. You know what I'm saying? So I get to go into the R&B bag. Just like I interview Cassandra Lucas from Changing Faces. I can interview a dude in a Mickey Mouse suit on 40 Deuce. I can interview anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because I can interview a porn star. Lethal Lips was one of my favorite interviews too. So listen, I really, because see what people don't understand, people know Doggie Diamonds, but they keep forgetting I'm Forbes DVD too. So when you go on that YouTube, it's like 700-800 interviews that I did that you didn't even realize that I did because I wasn't on camera. So I was able to
read the voice. That's what I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about.
So I was able to reinvent myself in 2015 and get on camera. So a lot of times people be like, yo, who is this dude? Why they showing him love? Yo, he came out of nowhere. No, I didn't. I've been around for a while. And again, I just had to reinvent myself because my market value was nothing when people calling me Forbes. You don't have no market value. You know what I'm saying? Like if I say, yo, the RecBoys, it's cool, y'all the RecBoys together, but what is your name? And what is his name? So I can't say y'all only the RecBoys when y'all together. But when you by yourself, you're such and such of the RecBoys. You know, and that's a common mistake people make. They become their brand, they tattoo the brand on them, and then they sell it. So now you got a tattoo on you that don't even mean anything now. You know, well, I guess a lot of people got a lot of meaningless ass tattoos. I just ain't one of them. You know what I'm saying? So for me, my thing is I don't create companies to be with it forever. I create it, I build it. If it comes some value and somebody want to buy it, I sell it. I just can't sell Doggie Diamond's TV because that's me. And then again, I can sell it because I could sell it and stay on the board.
Right.
But if somebody come,
because I was about to buy. I'm never selling Catching Wreck. Even if he won out, I'm gonna buy him out, and then it's just gonna be what it is. And I ain't got it tat. It's just I don't.
Well, let me ask you something though.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you something. If your company doesn't have any monetary value, what is it worth?
Correct.
Yeah. No. I mean, it does. My thing is, I don't feel like. I don't know. I don't. This is my first. No.
So if somebody come to you and say, "Yo, look," if somebody come to you and say, "Yo, I want to give you $300K for your company to build your company up. This is your money, but you could stay on board." But it goes 300,000.
Yeah, nah. That I'm on. But
see, but you just said you'll never sell it though. But
no. But what I'm saying is, I'm not selling controlling share of nothing.
But you might have to though.
Well, see, and you're absolutely right. But this goes back into long-term, short-term thinking. If I'm thinking sell now to buy back later, then I'm not. Then it's all the same thing to me.
No, I'm selling. Look, I would sell. Look, I would sell and then create something else because at the end of it all, I'm not going to hold on a company that has no value and somebody's going to put value into the company. Because what is the point of owning 100% of nothing?
Yeah.
If you can own
50, so what do you think of the Ace of Spades? What do you think of the Ace of Spades thing then? Because this is interesting that you're saying this because a lot of people was like, it was crazy. And I'm like, yo, y'all bugging if y'all don't see the power move that just happened. So what did you think about that?
Well, he has companies, increase the value and you get rid of it. That's capitalism. That's what you do. But us as niggers, we fall in love with everything. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm not selling this. Okay, so you own 100% of nothing. Your shit has no value. If you build it up and it's valuable, it comes a point where it reaches its peak, then it's going to dip. You get out before it dip because when it dip, now you're going to lose all your money.
Yeah, will you fully sell?
You got to write a book. You got to write a book. Real talk.
Yeah.
You got to write a book.
Will you fully sell Doggie Diamond TV?
Would I what?
Would you fully sell? Like it's
I'll get rid of this shit.
All right, I'm jacking that. I feel you.
Because again, I'm creative.
But see, you know what?
I can't sell me, but this is a brand. This is something I created.
I get that, but you're also too, and this is for the people that's tuned in. You've created so many different things that by now you don't give a fuck, niggas. Like people jacked so much of your stuff to where you now you know there's no real personal feelings in this shit.
I always knew that though because Russell Simmons don't own Def Jam no more. Once he sold Def Jam.
All right, so but when did you figure it out?
I knew from day one that if I have a company that I created and it don't have no value, what good is it? I have to make it valuable.
No, I get that, but
sometimes the value is going to come from somebody investing. Once somebody put money into you, there goes some of your ownership. You know that, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So if you take somebody's money, there goes some of your ownership. So once you have a board and once you have shares, people could have a majority of the shares and they could get rid of you. You could really get fired from your company.
Yeah,
Once you take somebody's money, you are in trouble. So a lot of times I say, yo, look, Doggy Diamonds TV. If somebody came to me right now and said, I'll give you 2 million for it, I'm taking the 2 M's because I know this mine, what's going on up here, I'll
Yeah, you
build
got
something
that
else.
made 100 doggy
I'll
diamonds.
build, I'll
Yeah,
build
yeah,
something
yeah.
else in one day.
Yeah, I
I'll
feel
build
you.
something else
Yeah.
in one day.
So
So I'm not
let
gonna
me
go ahead.
let me put you on the spot real quick too, and you
I
can
love it.
be dead honest with us. With what we got going on right here and what we just had, would this be something that you could say, yo, we could put part of the network? Because I know you got networks, but you only said
Um,
network, but I know you
I
got
would have to,
works.
I would have to look at more of your work. I would look at, this is what I look for when I want to deal with people. I deal with the quality, I deal with the quantity, and I deal with the consistency. And if you're not an asshole.
Right.
Because
Yeah, that
just
goes without
because
saying.
you're good at what you do, that don't mean you're good at business. Like one thing people would never say about me is that, yo, he do bad business. Yo, he treat me unfair and all that. No, I do good business. Just sometimes people don't understand business. So they'll just, all right, you don't
Write it
understand
off
how
as
this thing
fast.
goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't listen. My thing to anybody is that yelling or being crazy makes me just not want to do business with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If tomorrow, if you go in your job and yell at your boss, you're fired. So who the fuck are you yelling at? Like, I didn't take no money from you. I'm not stealing from you. I don't even need you. Like, seriously, I don't even need you. But I'm trying to give you opportunity and I'm trying to teach you how this thing goes. But you're saying, well, they said, and the thing I always ask everybody is, who the fuck is they? Who's they?
Real talk. Real talk.
They, because 95% of people's reality is based off of perception. It's not based off of what they know, it's what they think. And my father told me, I used to be like, yo, but I thought, he used to say to me, nobody pay you to think. So who cares what you think? You know, that's not your job to think. So what you think don't matter because that's not how you get paid. So again, with what y'all doing, when I like something and I get hundreds of shows coming at me every day, and I'd be like, here we go. Here we go. Another show. And
Right.
again, I'm always watching people. They just don't know that I'm watching. Just like the industry watches me.
Right.
Just like I don't want to put them in blast, but I got a DM from one of the biggest Harlem rappers of all time and just said, yo, I love what you do. And I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even know you knew me.
Nice.
They always watching.
Right.
No,
My
because yo,
thing is,
the reason I asked is right before you got on the show, I was telling Shout, I'm like, yo, you never know the answer to something till you ask. So my thing for asking you that was not so you could say, oh yeah, woo. My thing was so you could say, yo, listen, y'all need to fix X, Z. Like that's my shit. And I tell people all the time, yo, I don't care about the glitz and glamour, bro. I can't worry about no glitz and glamour. I'm worried about what I can fix now because I know all that shit's gonna come. But
so you want me
all
to tell
this,
you right now on your show what you could fix it? I could tell you right now what you could fix.
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
fact.
You
That's
get
All right.
yo, because the whole thing.
Main
hold on.
thing.
Real quick, the whole thing about this is the perception of it, Joe. When you in the studio chilling with your people, what y'all would talk about. So when I'm asking you that, I want you to say, listen, man, your lighting is fucked up. Just keep it a stack. Let me know.
Main thing right now, this gotta be pristine. When you talk, it's a glitch coming out. I don't know if you
Right.
hear it.
Nah,
So
I
every
don't.
time you talk, it's a glitch. Yeah, it's a glitch coming out, and I hear it. So something is wrong with your mic. I don't know if you're talking to the computer, but you need a microphone. You need an interface. Both of y'all. When you talk, it's roomy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't
Gotcha.
like that. That drives me up a wall. When I'm talking, I'm going through. I can show you. Hold on, let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all the back end of something really quick. Let me show y'all something. No, wrong thing. So let me put this over here really quick. And then oh no, that ain't gonna work. All right, it ain't gonna work. I will have to do something else. Yeah, but I'm got my voice going through compressors. I got mixing boards. I got all types of stuff. I'm very big on audio. Why? Because I could take this show and put it to audio and do a podcast.
Mhm.
What y'all doing, you might not be able to. You could use it for a podcast, but the audio might not be pristine.
Correct.
So you got to remember when people listening, we all have to be the same volume. We all have to have a certain clarity. And it ain't always like that sometimes. Sometimes I do shows and the guests, they mic ain't shit. But at least mine is.
Right.
So you might hear them a little bit, then I go in the program and I gotta fix them a little bit, but it is what it is. But yeah, but like I said, I'm willing. It with me, I'm willing to give anybody tips and tricks and you know, just some shit I be charging for. Like, yo, look, I ain't giving it all away. I could tell you what you got to do, but then, like I said to you earlier, shit, I'm about to help these other people make a sale. What do I get for that? You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you what mics to get. You're gonna go buy them and spend money with them. How did that help me? You know what I'm saying? I'm giving them a sale. It ain't like for every sale I get them, I get PC. No, that don't. I'm not on work for their company. You know what I'm saying? So they be like, each one teach one. Yeah, okay. Tell that to these motherfuckers. Tell that to your college. Listen, tell that to your college professor. Tell that to colleges because y'all be spending all this money on shit and don't even learn nothing. But then I'm supposed to give it away for free because we got to help each other. But I do got to prepare for this show later on, so I got to run. Thank y'all for having me, man.
Thank you.
I don't want to just bounce, but I do got to get the hell out of here.
No. Thank you for pulling up. Thank you for all that you've done.
Let's do a part two whenever y'all ready. Let's do a part two.
Okay, listen.
Hang on, real quick, because I know you're a beat connoisseur. We do a battle of the beats where we bring on producers and they play their beats live. We had Austin, we had a bunch of people on who give them tips and shit. If you're interested in that, we could definitely make that happen.
Let's do that because I got something that I'm doing too. I got a start. It's called No Whack Beats, but I was doing No Whack Bars, but I had put that on pause for a while. But I'm doing something called No Whack Beats where I'm gonna start produce. It's not gonna be a battle. I'm just gonna play their music. You know what I'm saying, and just let people hear it. So yeah, set that up. Y'all got my information. Again, how hard was it to get in contact with me?
Nah, it was easy.
Did I not respond right away?
Yeah, and that's what I was telling Shad. I'm like, he even hit me yesterday to make sure everything was good for today.
But I said I'm just checking on you.
Yeah.
No, this is what we're supposed to do. But I got to get the hell out of here.
King, we appreciate your time, man. Real talk.
Thank y'all for having me. I will be back as soon as y'all want me back.
Yo, be safe and good luck, homie.
I'm gonna be safe because I got a 9. So
listen, and I already know. I know.
I got a 9. And I don't walk around with that energy though. I walk around when I go around in these streets or BK or whatever, it's love because I ain't been walking around all these years because I'm a sucker. And I ain't been walking around all these years because I don't know everybody. When I walk around the streets, it's love because that's all I give people. But then again, like I say, I'm a very harsh enemy. And I don't want to be nobody enemy. But if you force me to, then I'm going to be extreme. You know, so when you die or something happened to you, I'm not going to say rest in peace. I'm going to be like rest in piss. I fuck you. You know what I'm saying? So people be like, yo, you can't say that. Yes, I could. If you was my enemy in life, you my enemy in death. I don't have no love for you. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I'm Doggie Diamonds. Yo, but to the audience, make sure you support this show. It could be via donation. $1 helps. Everything helps. This StreamYard that they're using to bring forth this is not free. This is not a free program. They're actually putting on a show for you. If you can, buy a shirt, do whatever. Ask them, how could we help you? A thumbs up, hitting the like button costs nothing. It's free. Sharing it is free. You know, so you see the thing in the front, like and share. It don't cost nothing. So if you're going to say, yo, you should have been this and you should blow up, you have to be a part of helping that. So with that, I'm Doggie Diamonds. I will holler at y'all. We got this. Well, this is Doggie Diamonds. Well, let me do the drop. Hold on. What's up, everybody? This is Doggie Diamonds. And right now, you chilling with the RecBoys. Make sure you hit share, like, subscribe. I don't care if it's on YouTube, wherever it's at, wherever you see them, gotta support that because they bringing you stuff that you need. I'm out of here. Peace.
My God.
Dope.
You already know. Make sure you guys check the replay. Blaze 'em Up Radio. 8 to 9 p.m. Saturday. We will be re-airing this show. We dope show, homie. What you think?
It was a lot of information. Like I said, he got to write a book, man. He has to write a book because he dropped a lot of information, a lot of jewels that people could listen to. And what was dope is he knows what we going through, right? Which is why I asked him that question. Like a lot of people don't want to ask people, yo, what am I fucking up on so I could fix? Or what can I do to make this shit better?
Honest. They're gonna be like, yeah, no, everything is good. You get what I'm saying?
Not only him being honest, a lot of people can ask that question. right? A lot of people say, yo, my shit is good, my music, da da da. You know what I'm saying? So even when I asked him it at first, he was kind of thrown off, and then he said, "Oh, you want me to tell you? Yeah, I want you to tell me. I want to know, like, because if I don't ask you, I'll never know. I will assume, and when you assume, you make an ass out of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yo, it was an honor really to have him on the show because, like I said, he's the innovator of all this. You know what I mean? One of the first to do it. You know what I mean? To capture the audio, to do the video. Like he was doing both without even knowing he was doing both. Like if you
Yo,
really
he
think
really
about it.
started a trend to. He's really the godfather of this shit, and a lot of people don't really. It's weird because people don't really know and they don't do the research. They just say, "Yo, listen, I'm gonna get a camera and I'm gonna shoot and this, that, and the third." But what's dope is he's one of us, but actually took like pride in doing interviews. Our thing was like,
Yeah.
yo, listen, we gotta keep relevant and like I said, we didn't start off doing we weren't gonna do a lot of interviews. We were just gonna give information and play videos. And then through this process, this journey, we became journalists. And little by little, we was like, no, we gotta ask questions. And we had to make sure that we speak, watch the arms, the butts, the fidgeting, asking questions that's already been asked again. So it's a big thing, and just to see that homie was just like 100% full on with it early, like think about it. Who like he was doing this like Bob said, the come up DVDs, like
No,
all.
that's why I said he innovated what we're doing. You know what I mean? Like he said, yo, podcast is audio. 100%. You know what I'm saying? But he was doing it without even knowing because they was grabbing his like I said on the show. People didn't know his face. They knew the voice back then. And he always said Doggie Diamonds TV. He always said it. You go back and listen to it. He always said it. You know what I'm saying? So you know you get used to the voice, and then all years later he's put in that situation where yo, I gotta come out. You know what I mean? We gotta build the brand. You know what I mean? One thing that he said on this show, and we spoke about this plenty of times, and it kind of I hope it stamped it for you when I see yo, listen. Catch and Rec is the Walmart, right? In the studio is a product of Catch and Rec. You know what I'm saying? Out of that product comes different brands. You know what I mean? So you might have Nike who makes the Jordans, but they also make the Air Force Ones, who also make the Hirachis. Like you know what I'm saying? And we're underneath that. We're Catch and Rec. Then we have In the Studio, which is the brand right now. But you got DJ RecBoy Shad, and then you got C-Rod. Like you know what I'm saying? Like. And that's what the people need to understand. It's not like how he said, and that was a gem. It's kind of like Wu-Tang. You got Wu-Tang, right? Everybody knows Wu-Tang, but you wouldn't have RZA, you wouldn't have Method Man, you wouldn't have Redman. You wouldn't know who the fuck they were if they never told you.
Nah, absolutely, absolutely. Definitely.
Do you remember those conversations though?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, yo, listen, homie dropped a lot of jewels. You know, he does a lot of work for himself. You know, he doesn't sub out a lot of work. He learns
what's crazy is when you say, like for me, for instance, like I say shit to people, and then they won't catch the gist until somebody else says it. But to have somebody like him validate it, you know what I'm saying? Because when he said it, I'm like, I've been saying this shit for years, but people don't get it. You know what I mean? And that'd be the problem too. A lot of people can't think past go. They can't think past their perception, like he said. I mean, their perception is just what's around them and what they can see. Like I come from an area to where you didn't leave your neighborhood. You know what I mean? You literally had your radius of blocks that you went to and associated with. You know what I'm saying? You didn't go. It was rare that you jumped on that train and you went to Queens or for my part went upstate. I didn't start going upstate until my father got a car that we could leave the neighborhood. Like you know what I'm saying? Like so it was really just that radius. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing. So that perception of people of what's going on in their area, they never see what's happening over there, so they don't get to grow. You know what I mean? And that's the same thing with us. That's the same thing with artists, actors, anybody. And we stay in that thing. Of course, in this area, you dope because that's what is in this area, and you're only competing with what's in this area. But when you spread your horizon, then you competing with the motherfucking world. It's a different story. So you got to think bigger and you got to act as if. You know what I mean? But shout out to Doggie Diamonds for taking the time out. Shout for him doing, the drop. That was dope. You know what I mean? We definitely gonna.
That was super dope. Nah, we're gonna chop that up. We're gonna
Chop
put
that up.
Yo, dude, we got 2 dope drops in 1 week, my nigga. Shout out to you. Shout out to you lining up these interviews and doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying?
Real
Dude,
quick,
go ahead.
before we get it, you got what? Because I'm gonna touch on next week real quick. What you got?
No, I couldn't. Yo, listen, I was hyped for today. Like I was really,
Nah, I was
and I can't wait
I
for
couldn't
the
even
next.
get prepared. Like I was sitting there just to show the people, like, I really don't fuck around. Like, you know what I'm saying? He said he don't write shit down. I write everything down. You know what I mean? Everybody mind don't work the same. Like, these are all questions that I was gonna ask. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it just turned into, like, I pride on what we do as a conversation less than questions. Like, you know what I'm saying? Of course, when you're talking to somebody, you know, questions come around. But the whole premise is just be chilling with your people in the studio and have a conversation.
And get that insight from somebody that you normally won't have a chance to get the insight from. And a lot of people do interviews. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? But it's very rare do people actually let down their hair and get personal with you. And like, because believe it or not, he gave tons and tons and tons of jewels away. So like, even for the people who are just doing it because it's trending, it's fashionable right now, it's profitable. He gave you a lot of fucking jewels. You get what I'm saying? So, nah, dude, dope show. And we
So
didn't even get to really his background, which was
no, we
leaving.
didn't. To be honest with you, I didn't want to because, like he said, like he don't like to ask the same question everybody asks. And I was, this dude been doing this since 2006. We talking about fucking years and years and years. There's not one question that hasn't been asked to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when you have just a conversation and you build like that, it becomes more, it's more animal, it's more real. You know
And
what
you
I
get
mean?
more out of
But
it.
right. Real quick, do you have what we got coming up next week? Do you have that somewhere in the stats that you can pop that up real quick? So I can let
Probably.
the people know. I know I
I got.
just threw it at you. I always do that shit. You know how I am.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get it real quick. But you sent it to me earlier. Well, tell him and let me see what I can snatch up real quick.
If you can't get it, it's fine. So next week we have Cortez, the battle rap out of Brooklyn, New York, been on URL Fight Night, UW, all type of battle rap. He also does music. He's one of he actually does music. You know what I mean? He's dope at doing music. So next Wednesday, I believe is the 10th. We have my man Cortez coming on for Brooklyn. Make sure y'all tap in. Any questions y'all got for any of the people we have on the show or going to be interviewed, y'all want us to ask, feel free to say it in the comments. Hit us up in the inbox or in the studio with the Rec Boys. Make sure y'all go like the YouTube page in the studio with the Rec Boys. Go like the Instagram page, the Rec Boys. Follow us on all social medias. Keep locked in. If you're an artist who would like an interview, producer, actor, model, whatever, hit us up so we could definitely make that happen. But and like Sha said, don't forget the replay. 8 p.m. Saturday night, Blaze My Radio. That one will be the one with K Goddess, and then we're gonna have the one coming up, with the homie Doggie Diamonds. But that's our time, my G.
Yes, you already know what it is. I had a good interview. I enjoyed myself. I learned some things. I learned a lot of things today. Hopefully we can take the suggestions, do what we got
Yeah,
to
I'm gonna
do.
fuck around. I'm going to Best Buy tomorrow. I'm going to get a mic. No bullshit. Going to get a mic and a board.
You know what I got to do? I gotta put up my sound. I gotta put up my acoustics because that's all that's killing me is the everything. But it's dope. And you know what? Shout out to you for asking that because like you said, the only way you're gonna know is to ask. And
Yeah, I
and
mean, because we would
And who
assume,
better to ask? But who better to ask? Because, like you said, you got
right?
multiple networks. You're in charge of multiple shows. You've been doing this for years. You get what I'm saying? So, good fucking question. That's probably a question that he probably don't get a lot either. You get what I'm saying? But, I had a good time, man. Definitely had a good time. But that is
Definitely.
our show for this week. Our second show. I'm gonna send it to Poppy Blaze. I don't know which one he's gonna play. Shout out, I'm finished.
Now,
I'm
yo,
about to.
matter of fact, I'm gonna start blacking out the bottles. Like he said, they don't give me a check, so
Nah, you know
be
what
ready
I'm
when
gonna do? I'm
be
about
ready
to
when
make
I'm
extra
zipping
rec
them.
labels.
Right. Yeah. Right. So they don't give me the check, but salute to
Right.
everybody who rock with us, man. Salute to everybody who's been on the show, interviewed everybody, artists who play their music, every fucking business that we support that supports us. Salute to y'all. Y'all the real ones, real talk. Catch us next week. Don't forget the replay, Saturday night, 8 p.m. Next Wednesday, Battle Rapper Cortez. We got another interview right after that. We're gonna keep the ball rolling. We're gonna keep improving, getting better. Definitely gonna set this thing up with Doggie Diamonds to come on again to give some insight, to you producers. Got the homie Doc is lined up as well for one of those
I was
events.
about to say
So
him and Dockish together. That's kind of dope.
yeah,
That's
it's
gonna
gonna
be
be
dope.
crazy. I'm gonna hit them up, see if they know each other, make sure everything good. before we move forward. But we definitely gonna make that happen. Again, thank you for everybody who likes, share, comment. Go follow us on all the social medias, man. In the studio with the RecBoys. Let's make this happen, man.
You already know. That's our time for this week. You guys be safe. Enjoy your weekend. We love you. We out. All right. Deuces.